Okay, so we're going to start with our ball. Our band's off to our side. I encourage you guys to drink water throughout class. I love to see all the water I see. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to start with our thighs in parallel. Hold the ball chest height. So we're going to take it out to a squat. The ball is going to follow the leg. We come back in and then other side. So it's not a lunge. Both knees are bending. Inhale, exhale, out and in. So these balls don't have too much air in them, so we're easily able to grip them. So if your ball has a little bit more air in it, maybe a little bit harder, we'll go 2 more to each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Hold here, bend the knees and pulse. Thighs are pressing together, working that center line. Plug the shoulders into the back. We're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Bend the elbows in. My knees are still bent. Follow me. Tap out. Bring it back in. 2, same side. 3, good. 4. Go do a little extra warm-up when these chilly mornings arrive. 2 more. And switch the leg. The opposite leg is staying bent. It's not moving. Pressing out and coming in. Just tapping the toes. And we go for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and bring it up. Take the arms out like a T. We're going to raise the knee and sweep the arms straight up. Raise a knee and lift. Same side. Woo, got to balance. Good. Find that focal point. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee up. Put the ball behind that knee. Arms can go out to a T or behind the head. Balance, lock your standing leg, drive that standing heel through the floor. Pulse at 8, 7, find it, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ball up. Okay, the opposite knee, we're going to swing it around and put it down. 2, good. Try not to bend to get that ball underneath. If you have to, go on top, but stay tall. 3, 2, 1. Place that ball behind that knee. Lock and load. Here we go. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Go into your Pilates V. Ball against your thighs. We'll do our roll down. Nod the chin to your chest. Inhale, the ball will go up your arms. Exhale. Bring it back up. Use your core. Make sure those shoulders end up in those back pockets. Nod that chin. Inhale. To exhale. You choose how far you go down. Bring it back up. Inhale. To exhale. Let's just do 1 more. We're peeling, no collapsing. You're going over a barrel. Don't touch the barrel with your torso. And pull yourself up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn. Walk forward. Bend the knees and place a hand on top of that ball. We're going to take the leg that matches the hand behind us and just lovely lunge. My other hand is on my thigh to help support the spine. Don't move anything except your back leg. We're going to tap it in and then bring it back out. In and out. I'm going to exhale in and gently press into that ball. Push down into that ball as I bring my toes forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step in and switch sides. The other hand's got the ball, other hand's on my thigh. Tap the foot back, press the ball to tap in. Inhale, exhale, out, in, inhale, exhale. You're pushing in that ball as you tap in. That's your exhale, that's your core activation. And 3, and 2, stay in. Grab onto your ball, using your belly, pull yourself up. Good. Bring those arms up and slowly raise those heels up. Lower the arms, lower the heels. Lift up All the toes pressing to the floor. Sometimes they don't want to cooperate. That's okay. Find that focal point while you balance. Sweep those arms up, inhale. Keep your spine tall as you exhale. 2 more. Why are we looking down? Look straight ahead. 1 more. Hold this one up. Hold it up. Squeeze everything you got. Now we're going to bend the elbows, lower your heels. Raise the heels as you straighten. Bend, lift, bend. Keep that ball tight. Activate the upper body and the core. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and hold those heels up. Can you start to peel yourself down with those heels up? If not, put them down. All the way down. Hands on top of the ball. Heels will go back down. Hello, hamstrings. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, push into the ball. Belly scoops deeper. Let the ball fill back up with air. Press into it. Pull it up. Push in. Inhale. Exhale. Try to have those legs super straight as they can get. 3 more. And 2. Woo. And 1. Hold it. Soften your knees. Straddle the ball with your hands and step back into your choice of a plank. Meaning you can be on your knees, you can go down to your forearms, your choice of the plank. I want you to hold this here for 8. Squeeze lemons in your armpits, send the tail long. 7, 6, crown the head, straight ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower 1 knee down. The opposite hand as the knee. No, we'll match the knee. The hand that matches the knee has the ball underneath it. My elbow is bent, holding onto that ball. I'm going to roll it out, lift the leg up, bring it back in, roll it out. I'm lengthening the whole entire body. Inhale, 2 exhale, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it in. I'm going to bend both elbows and then straighten. Bend and press up. Your ball hand will not be able to completely lengthen that arm straight. Focus more on the arm that's not on the ball. 3, 2, bring that knee in. Switch sides. So the ball is going to reach out as the opposite leg reaches long. And I roll the ball in and tap my toes. Up and down. Lift and lower. I go for 4. And 3. Everything is lengthening. And 2. And 1. Both elbows will bend as I lower my head and chest down. And come back up. So think of it more being like a single arm tricep push-up. 4, 3, you're rocking it. 2 more. And 1. Release the ball. Release the hands behind you. Curl the fingertips to the wrists. Nicely done. Okay. Grab onto your band with your ball. Let's go. Everyone's like, what? Hello. Okay. Take the ball between the ankles / feet. We're going to take the band out in front of us and have those arms slightly wider than shoulder width. Okay? And you can either fist your band or pinch with your thumb and second finger. So if you have to, walk your feet further out, but sit as tall as you can. Okay? On an inhale, we're going to pull this band apart, opening the chest. Exhale, return. Keep the ball tight. Inhale, pull. Exhale, return. If we're sinking back like this, we're not going to get the full benefits here. The goal here is to open the front of the body, the chest and the shoulders, while you strengthen the back of the body, right by those shoulder blades. Use your breath. Inhale to exhale. And 1 more. Inhale To exhale, stay how you are. Plug those shoulders into your back. Chin goes to chest. Scoop that navel back. Press into the ball and come halfway back. If this is straining to you, you're going to go back up and come up tall. Same thing, pull the arms. Inhale and exhale. Keep the ball tight. Engage those inner thighs to support the abdominals. Keep those shoulders plugged into your back. And notice my band is staying tight when I return back in front of me. 2 more. And 1. Stay here. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Slide the feet closer towards you. Take your hands now, shoulder width apart, so they're right to the outside of my outer thigh. Lengthen your arms. Do not let the arms bend, and make sure the wrists are neutral and not in flexion. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, drive both legs through the band. Your back is nice and heavy here. Now tap the toes. Don't let the pelvis shift. Inhale. Exhale, drive the knees through the band and return. Now if you want, you can add lifting the head. Exhale, drive through the band. Inhale, everything lowers. Exhale, make sure you're not dragging your head. Inhale down. Focus on what that spine is doing. It is supported by the core. Make sure the core is working. And remember, you never have to lift your head ever. 3 more. 2 more. Nice, deep exhale. 1 more. Hold it here. Little pulses. 8, 7. Lock those wrists. Lock those hands. Watch those wrists. 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes come down. Arms come straight up. We're going to reach the arms behind us. Slide the legs out. That's your inhale. Exhale. Bring it back up and in. Slide those feet out. Inhale. Exhale. Use your core. 2 more. Inhale. 2. Exhale. And 1 more. Good. Bring the knees in. Take the band behind your legs. And I'm going to grab my ends so they're not hanging down. Okay, so my legs are on a tabletop. My arms are reaching long, slightly higher than hips. I'm going to take my head up to pump the 100. You can keep your head down if you'd like. Are you ready? Get your position. Make sure if your head is up, your shoulder blades are completely off the mat. We're going to start to pump from our back muscles. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze the ball on the exhale. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20. Inhale. 30. Deep breath in, and the same deepness is on the out. Here's 40. And in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press. If you want legs straight up, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press into the ball on the exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. This is when you hope your instructor is counting, right? But I'm going to guess. I'm going to say we're on 80 right here. And inhale. And exhale. Feel those armpit muscles working. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Put your head down. I'm going to lower my legs till it's like a hammock to my band and then come back up. Inhale. The back of my thighs touch the band. Exhale. If that's too low for you, if your back is popping off, don't go as low as the band. I inhale down. Exhale up. Your job is to keep your back solid to that mat and always keep it imprinting. 2 more. Inhale. 2, exhale. 1 more. Inhale. 2, exhale. Bend your elbows and pull those thighs in. Relax the shoulders. Relax the center. If your neck is feeling cranky, look to each side of your mat. Take the band from behind you. Take it now back up over your chest. So my hands are still shoulder width apart. I'm going to let the ball fall to my mat and take my toes on top of it in parallel. Feet together, thighs together, shoulders connected to your back, and spine imprinting. That's a lot. On the inhale, just move your legs for now. Inhale, roll it out. And exhale, bring it in from the core. Inhale, lengthen. Yes. Exhale, drive it in. Inhale, lengthen. Now this time as my legs go out, my arms follow my legs. I curl my chin to my chest. I come back in. Lengthen. Take your time coming in. So if we're going out for 2, we come slowly in for 2 more. Inhale. To exhale. Now this time, inhale, hold, exhale, come up and over. Surprise. There we go. Okay, wrap those thighs now. Get me into a Pilates stance. Roll it back. 8, 7, keep the ball where it is. 6, 5, 4, 3, arms straight up. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, if you squeeze those thighs and lengthen the back of those legs, it helps in a little bit. Come up. Notice my arms are right by my ears. I'm going to roll it back. 8, 7, melt. 6, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, exhale 2, 3, 4. You got it. 4, 3, 2. Bring it back. Melt those shoulders. Tuck your tail. Come on, put some tension on that band. Feel those shoulder and back muscles working. 1 more. Inhale. Fight the urge to go fast. Come halfway back. I'm still in my little Pilates stance. I'm going to frog my knees. My knees are going to be apart. They go towards my arms. And as my legs go out, scoop the navel deeper in opposition. If this hurts your back, you can lay all the way down. And shoulders are plugged in. You shouldn't be like, oh, my neck, my shoulders. Plug them in, lengthen. Push from the tush. Pull the belly in. Can you give me 2 more? Of course you can. 1 more. You're going to hold the legs out there and then curl up and over. Good. Stack your spine and release the arms. You did it. Okay, so I'm going to put the band, I'm going to cue right and left now. Put the band behind your right toes. Then you're going to put both ends into your right hand. And do your best to have it centered on the foot. It doesn't have to be exact, but close. All right, so I got both ends into my right hand, and my right foot has the band behind it. Toes should be inside that band. Okay, so I'm going to lay all the way down, take that band with you, and bend both knees in. And my elbow, my right elbow, is going to stay down to the floor. Now, right now, a lot of times we hyperextend the neck and our chins like to the ceiling. I want you to make sure you're doing your best to have about the chin about a fist width away from your chest. And if that's not working for you, grab, like if you've got a sweatshirt with you, or if you're at home and you have a toss pillow, put something under the neck so it's more level versus flexed. All right, speech is over. I want you to take both legs and straighten them. So one's got the band, one's got the ball. Oh boy. And then bend everything back in. I'm going to try to keep my band to the outside of my thigh. We're going to take it out, pull it in. Inhale out, exhale in. Not only am I lengthening my band leg and the opposite with the ball leg, but I'm trying to lengthen in both directions. And 1 more, and hold this one up. Turn that right kneecap away from you. I want you to circle towards the center and come straight up. Inhale, exhale. I'm not just moving my leg. I'm trying to lengthen more into that band. 1 more, and I'm going to reverse. Away, zip up 1. Round, come up. Feel the work coming from the center, not the hips and the legs. 2, 1 more, and then bring everything back in. Okay, so take your free hand behind your head. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to lengthen both legs up. And then when you come back in, we're going to take that Left shoulder towards the right thigh. Both legs press up, lengthen. We inhale, cross and exhale. Breathe. Roll it out, lengthen, bend it in and roll it in. 2 more. 1 more. And release. Okay, put one end in each hand. Pull the elbows down. Give me one little last stretch here for that hamstring. Push that leg even straighter. Good, and as I lower my leg, I'm gonna rock myself up. Okay, switch the feet. So now my left foot has the band, and my right foot is on the ball. I've got both ends in my left hand. Everybody there? Okay, as I lie back, I'm gonna bend both knees in, and my left elbow will go to the mat. Lengthen the fingertips long on that free hand. We're gonna lengthen everything straight, so the band leg is going up, the ball leg is going out, and then use your core to pull it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. Remember, we're not just straightening the legs, we are trying to lengthen the legs. Spine is still imprinting. Watch the placement of your chin. Out and pull it in. 2 more. Out and pull it in. We're going to stay out on this one. Turn that kneecap away from you, and we'll circle towards the center and come straight up. You can make these as small as you would like. If you make them bigger, make sure you have control from your center. 1 more. And now let's reverse. Away, zip up. Use your breath. When the belly is working the hardest, that's your exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Good. I'm going to bring both knees in and take your free hand behind your head. Both legs are going to straighten up. And when you bend that band knee in, you're going to take that shoulder towards that thigh. Everything is moving. Try to keep the elbow out to the side and not wrapping around the side of your head. So I always like to cue shoulder in instead of elbow in. 3 more. Slower is more effective. 2 more. 1 more. And roll it out. Put one end in each hand. Drive the elbows down and feel that stretch in that hamstring. Feel like you're trying to push the ceiling up with the bottom of that foot. Straighten the arms, and we'll slowly lower that leg as we sit up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so keep that band where it is. Take the ball behind you. Put 2 feet in your band in parallel. And if you need more help and more support, you walk your hands further down. If you need less, that can be more here. So that ball is going to be right up against us. And all we're going to do is round the spine, melt the shoulders, and fall into that ball. From here, my palms are turned in. We're going to do a double arm close grip row. Pull. So your knees are bent, and I've got enough support with this ball that I could stay here for a while. So if you're not feeling comfortable, you got to adjust your ball. And I'm going to go for 4 and 3, 2 more, 2 and 1. I'm going to slowly round off the ball till my shoulders are over my hips, and then stack my spine. Okay? If you want to walk your hands further down, go for it. So I'm going to round back onto that ball, just still be there. Eyes to navel, so I'm rounded. So I feel the abdominals in flexion. Same thing. We're going to exhale and inhale. Make sure those shoulders are plugged into your back. You should feel no strain to your back. I'm laying in that ball, letting that ball support me. For 4 and 3. 2 more. Here's 2 and 1. Now slowly coming off that ball. My shoulders over my hips, and now I sit tall. I'm going to slide my hands further out. I'm going to pull my thumb to my armpits and then press out to a V. So I'm about almost as wide as my mat. Pull the thumb to armpit, press back out. Pull it back, stretch. Open the chest, stretch the back. So my elbows are poking out to each wall. My thumbs are pulling towards my armpits. I'm trying to have my spine nice and tall, including my neck. 3 more, no leaning back. Here's 3, 2 more, and 2, and 1, and let's roll it back onto that ball. Okay, so this time I'm going to do palms turned in, flip, palms face the floor. So I'm going to do close grip row, back, yep, and then pull, close grip, flip the palms, wide. I'm not moving anything else. I'm not bouncing up and down off my ball. I'm on the ball, and there I am to stay. Exhale each time you pull towards your body. 2 more. Yeah? And 1 more. Love it. Boom. And then we'll slowly bring it up. And I'm going to pull my elbows behind me. You're going to adjust the band if you need it. Melt the shoulders. My belly is still pulling in and up just because I went from here to here. Okay, so I'm going to kick the arms back and bend. Common errors, you're going to want to do this with your shoulders. You want to make sure those shoulders are staying down. Squeeze the upper back of the arm. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and 1, and stack your spine back up. Okay, let go of the band for a little bit. Transition just to the ball. If you need a drink, grab a quick drink. I'll drink with you. Okay, the ball is going to go to the mid-back. And I'm going to come back onto it. If that is not enough support for you and you want to go higher up by your shoulder blades, go for it. And if you completely want to get rid of the ball, go for that as well. I'm going to hug my knees in. Shoulders are melted. I'm going to take my 2 hands and pull my right knee towards me. Now I'm balancing up here on my ball. I'm going to lengthen the other leg out to 45. Now I'm not just holding on to this leg, I am pulling it towards me as I lengthen the other leg out. Slowly switch and check your form. This heel should not be touching that inner thigh. That means your knee is turned away. So that knee should be facing straight on. Switch, check out your form. Switch. I'm going to start to pick it up. Switch. Switch. Now I'm going to cue breath. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. If you want a different kind of positioning with the arms, the outside arm can go long towards the ankle, and the other hand will go by that knee. We're alternating inhales and exhales. Inhale for 2. Exhale. I didn't teach the first way with the hands because sometimes it gets too confusing. And then bring both feet in and let your feet rest. Hands go behind your head. We're going to drape over the ball, get a lovely stretch. Use your abdominals, not your hands, to curl you up. And again, inhaling over. Exhale, crunch. You choose how far you should be going over that ball. And 1 more. Hold it up, abdominals in flexion. Can you feel them? Then they're engaged. Bring those knees back in. So I'm in parallel here with my legs. I want you to press the legs out to a Pilates stance. You can go as high or as low as you'd like. Come back into parallel. Elbows are just going to stay wide. Inhale, inner thighs activate. Exhale, back to parallel. Again, if you're feeling strain to your back, lay all the way down on your mat and get rid of the ball. Reaching it long. Now reach your arms for your ankles. And now I'm going to reach away and I'm going to hold. Now hold the legs there. Circle the arms and then hold them in. Reach long. Hold it here. Circle. Now pull it in. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Just when the hands are going to reach forward, that's when your knees come in. Inhale, hold, circle in. One more. Make sure that neck's not getting cranky. Good. Take your feet down, hands behind the head. Now stretch. Let your head just rest in those hands. And then let the abdominals bring you back up. And I'm pressing my feet through the floor. Inhale back over. And exhale back up. Now I want you to grab onto your right ankle. And I want you to straighten this leg as you lengthen the other leg out. Good. Now, can you hover the other leg? Can you pull this leg closer towards you? Yep. Bend both knees, but don't touch the floor with your feet. Grab onto your left ankle. Now slide the right toes out and then hover. So I scooped in deeper to hover that leg. Bring both in, grab onto the right ankle. My left toes will slide along the mat and then hover. Bend everything in. Can you feel your abdominals, by the way, holding you here? Can you feel them? Okay, just checking, just checking. Bring everything back in. Now this time I'm going to grab the right leg, and this time my left leg is going to go out. I'm going to pull on this straight leg to the ceiling 2 times. Pull, pull. Switch the scissor. Pull, pull. Pause. Pull, pull. Pause. Shh, shh. Inhale. Exhale. Watch that neck. Inhale. Exhale. Go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pull, pull. Feet down. Knees bent. Over the ball we go. Does that not feel amazing when you stretch after that? I hope you're feeling your belly working. And we'll bring ourselves back up. Hands behind the thighs. And sit up. Okay, grab onto your band. Ball is going to be reachable, but off to the side. Take both feet into that band. So I don't know about you, but I'm really feeling my core working. Can you feel it? Okay, just checking. Bring it back, knees bend in, and we're going to take these legs straight up. Elbows are down, and I'm lengthening my legs. Now here's where you want to walk your hands up if you need more support for your back, okay? Otherwise, you don't have to worry about how tight it is. You'll just have less support, that's all. You're more than welcome to keep your head on the mat. I'm going to nod my chin to my chest, and I'm going to lower for 3. 1, 2, 3. Now reach long into that band, and scoop strong. When you bring the legs back up, you shouldn't be lifting your tail off the floor. Try to have your elbows anchored down on the mat, and you're lengthening those legs further, further, furthest, and lift up. Down, 2, 3, zip up. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Take a 10-second break. Lower the head, bend the knees. You can look to each side of the room. I'm going to do one more variation of that. Instead of going down for 3, okay, and I'll keep my head down for a second. You're going to press the legs out, bend them in, and then reach them straight up and bend them in. Out. So you can start with this level here. Next level, when I take my legs straight, I'm going to lift my seat up. Push out. Now, if you want, take your eyes to your belly and continue. And I land nice and gently after I've lifted my seat. Out, bend, up, bend, out, bend, up, bend. Pay attention to your neck, especially if it's lifted. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. And release. Let go of the band. You deserve this stretch. Arms out like a T. Float your knees to one side of the room and just keep looking up at the ceiling. Keep your shoulders heavy, by the way. Use your abdominals to bring it back up. And other side. Keep the shoulders heavy. Okay, rock yourself up. And we'll take our band off to the side. I'm going to go back onto my ball. For our obliques, we're going to be doing some side planks instead of our crisscross. So you're going to mirror me. If you have a shoulder issue or a wrist issue, you want to come here because we're going to be lifting up our hips and hovering, okay? If you are feeling weak today, not as strong, you're going to take your bottom knee and bend it, okay? So I'd rather you do that than hurt your back, your shoulders, your neck. So a modification, I can be on my forearm and I can have this knee down, okay? Or you can have the feet stacked, okay? And the ball is going to rest right here on my outer thigh. Make sure that you have your shoulder and elbow in a straight line, and you are always welcome to do your plank up here, okay? Lifting this way and hovering. So you're going to pick whether you got a straight arm, bent knee, straight leg. Got it? Okay. Are you ready? We exhale to come up. Press into the ball. Whoop. Hover. Back up. And press into the ball. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Two more. Yeah. And bring it down. Other side. Now you're going to notice on one side, I went straight arm. On this side, I'm going to go my forearm. Doesn't mean it's less work, but I know this wrist probably can't hold me like that. You probably have one of those too. So I'm happy I can do what I can do. All right, so should we start collapse? No, because now this is going to feel a lot of strain. So you want to make sure you hold that lemon in your armpit, connect it to your back. Are we ready? Push the ball into the thigh and we lift up. 1, hover. 2, don't touch the mat. 3, if you want to put more pressure on that ball, it's making it harder to come up. Okay. 4, 3, woohoo. Shh. 1 more, and now you can bring it down. Okay, how'd that go? Aren't you glad I just picked 8? Okay, I'm going to face this way for a little bit so I can see this side. Press the back of the legs down. I'm always going to have pressure on that ball and reminding my core to engage and my armpit muscles to engage. Can you sit taller? Feel like you're sitting too far forward, that will give you just the right way you should be. Inhale up. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest. Notice from my mid-back down is not going with me, but my arms are moving. I'm stretching the upper back. Use your core, squeeze your seat, lift up, straight up. Exhale, the head goes first. Now the ball will start to go across an imaginary table. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale here. Exhale here. From here, lay the ball down onto the mat and stack your spine straight up. We're going to take the outside leg, the leg is closest to the screen, the windows, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to take this leg over my ball and bring it back out. My foot is flexed, so I'm also working with my quad, but we're trying to work from the core and the front of your hip. 3, 2, we good? Make sure you clear the ball and then stop. Okay, other leg, ready? And 1, and 2, take your time. 3, 4, try not to lean back as much as you can. I know I'm probably leaning back. 3, but we're trying. 2 more, try to keep the legs straight. 1 more. Now take the legs wider than your mat. 2 hands are on the ball and have it right underneath those hands to where you can sit tall. So the back of the room hand is going to roll the ball, and you're going to twist with it to the inner thigh, and you're going to roll it along that thigh and look behind you. Zip up, other hand pushes it, we rotate with it, slide it along your inner thigh, look at your back hand, keep both hips still. Come in, inhale, rotate, keep your feet flexed, exhale. Inhale up, rotate, bring it up, rotate, lengthen. Use your breath. This is our last one. Bringing it back up and release. Okay, we're going to use our bands and our balls, if we can set it up without it being a circus, like sometimes I make class. But hey, it makes it all fun. So when I lie down on my mat, the band should be right at the top of my sternum. And I'm going to take the ball between my ankles. Okay. So I'm going to grab onto my band. I'm going to slide my hands to the edges of my mat. Now, just because you're lying on your stomach doesn't mean your belly has released. So I'm trying to pull my navel in, make a house for a mouse. They're so cute, aren't they? No. No. Okay. So I want you to press the arms out like a T, and they're off the mat. I'm going to look and make sure my wrists are not flexing and my fingers are reaching long. On an inhale, my pinkies are going to pull back, and my ball is going to lift off the floor. Exhale, the arms go back to T, but don't touch the mat, but everything else does. It's hard to cue all that. So my head and chest and feet are down. Everything's going to lift up. Inhale, 2, 3. Everything touches the mat but the arms and the hands. Inhale, pull back and hold. 2, 3. Exhale. Now try to keep those arms straight and the palms facing the floor. Don't rotate them. Bring it back out. 2 more. Inhale, squeeze the blades, open the chest, lift the legs, look down at your mat, don't hyperextend your neck. And 1 more. Hold. 2, 3. Return and let the arms go. Take your hands underneath your armpits, bend your knees. So I caught myself, my shoulders were like, to my ears like a chicken. So take those shoulders down. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, press through those hands and bring yourself up to a modified plank. Good. Then we're going to lower the chest down by bending the elbows to our side and then pushing back up. Lower the elbows down. Inhale. Exhale back up. Everything is going with you. Press back up. And 1 more. Inhale. Exhale and stretch back. I'll release my shoulders and my wrists by bringing the arms behind me. So I'm sitting back on my ball. We're going to grab onto our band. Anything that you need to modify. So here the knees may not be able to do this, right? So you can come up to a high kneel. You can sit on your seat. You can stand. Do what works for you. So I'm going to take the band behind me to the base of my armpits. I'm going to pinch with my thumb and second finger. I like to curl my ends up. I hate things hanging down. The closer my hands are to my body, the harder it will be with my band. And everyone's band can be different. If you're using my bands, they're about 7.9 pounds maximum if you push out. Okay, so my elbows are wide. I'm going to send my tail down. So I really pull that navel in. No matter where you are, you're still going to do that. Okay? Now I'm going to keep my butt over my heels. And as I push my arms, I'm going to do a little bit. See how little that is? And then come back down. So again, if that bothers your knees, you have to do what works for you. I'm not leaning. I'm staying upright. Inhale down. Coming too high, unless you have to. And I'm really not on the center of my knee. I'm on the shin part. Exhale. Inhale. Right? Quads. Yeah, hello quads. So remember, when you come down, you shouldn't be here, right? We should be here. I'm sliding up a wall and down a wall. At least I'm trying to. Maybe I don't look that way. Inhale back. Just 2 more. Last one. And take your hands to the floor. Okay? I'm going to walk my knees back. So I'm in a modified plank. I'll take my hands a little wider. I'll bend my elbows onto the side. I'll push through. Everything is lowering. So before they were triceps, now this is more chest focused. If this is not challenge, by all means, get your knees off the floor. At this point in class, I'm going to stay here. And 3, and 2, and 1. Walk your knees back in and release that band. Okay, unbunch it while we're stretching. Take it out. Release your wrists. Okay, let's do some bridges. Now, I'm going to be doing single leg bridge. I'm going to have one heel raised up onto my ball. If that's not for you, put the ball down. Okay? You don't need to have the ball, or get the ball away, put your heel down. Okay? So let's start with our left foot. We always start right. Let's start left. Okay. And if your ball has too much air in it, you won't be able to do this. Okay? So we're going to bridge up. So I got my left heel on the ball. My left toes are on the floor. And I'm driving through the back of my arms and shoulders. I'm going to tabletop my right leg. Okay? I'm going to straighten it, bend it, tap. Table, straighten, bend, tap. You better be firing this left glute, left ham. You better be pushing through the back of your body. We okay so far? In, straight, in, and down. 2 more. And 1 more. Woo! And then lower it down. How'd that go? Okay. Were you able to have your heel lifted? Anybody? Okay. So, but you got to be able to push your toes down. So bridge up now. The ball is underneath my right heel. Okay. Press through the back of your arms. I know it's something different. What? Okay. Table the left leg. Bring it up. Bend and down. If you stop working, if that body stops working as a team, you could easily get that hamstring way overworked, and boys are going to talk to you. So I'm constantly pushing through the back of my body. Core is constantly firing, driving all the toes into the floor, and just focusing on my body, my muscles working as a team. Don't rush. I inhale, lift, exhale to tap. So quiet, we're so focusing. I get it. I get it. 2 more. Table, up, bend, tap. Table, up, bend, foot down, and then melt the spine. Grab onto your ball, put it in your hands, and sit up with your legs straight. How'd that go? Okay. Better on one side. Did you do it with your heel lifted? Okay. How did you do? Your ball has a little more air in it. Did you try it? Yeah, that ball is a little bit more. Yeah, I like these ones. Gotcha. Okay, legs together, feet flex. Let's go. Come on, don't lose me now. Sit tall. You want to decompress the spine. Here's the puppet string. Don't slouch. Inhale, grow an inch taller. On the exhale, turn towards me for 2. We go twisting 1, further 2. Inhale, center. Exhale, 1, further 2. Are we slouching? Inhale, exhale. You have to think of growing taller, and as soon as you just stop thinking about the body, it starts to just do its own little thing. So in Pilates, it's constant focus. 1 more. And release. Okay, onto your side. Quick drink. I'm making you guys drink. I don't think we drink enough water. And remember, if you wait to drink until you're thirsty, what are you? Dehydrated. Surprise. Okay, so you're mirroring me. Your head's going to the side of your mat. I'm going to use my band and my ball. If your band got bunched up, at least try to get in the center of the band so you can have your foot flat in there so it doesn't get bunched up. Do the best you can without taking 5 minutes, right? Okay. I know the bands, love these bands, but sometimes they stick. All right. And notice, I have very long bands. Very long bands. So you have more options to lengthen everything. All right. So the ball is going to be the bottom of our rib cage. And I'm going to hold on to this band with 2 hands. And the band is in between the thighs, not on top of the thigh, it's in between. My foot is flexed, and I'm going to drive this leg straight out and then slide my inner thigh along a shelf. Squeeze your seat, drive your belly in, and slowly come back in. If this is too easy, take your hands closer to your moving leg. If it's too hard, take your hands towards your ends. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Should you be collapsing on your ball? Your ball should not, the ball should not look like all the air is coming out of it. That ball is mainly there right now to remind you to stay off of it. You're welcome. 3 and 2. Now hold this one straight out. I'm going to come forward, pause, lower to the floor. From the outer thigh, outer hip core, lift it back up and press it to center. Do that again. Forward, tap, working through the hips and the outer thighs. Lower, lift, press through. Out, lower. Keep that ball round, not flat. Good. Give me one more. You're lengthening that leg. You are lengthening that leg. Now hold center. Now let's go behind, drop, up, center. 2, drop, lift, center. Try to keep pressing that leg out against that band. Good. Down, up. 3 more. I have to say these are my probably least favorites. 2. Least favorite right here. Yeah, this is like, 1 more. And then bring those knees in. Slide your band up to the mid-upper thigh. Grab onto your ball. Hold it out in front of you. So the first way, I'm going to keep my hips on the floor, and I'm going to lift my arm as my leg comes up into a clam and come down. So I saw some of you on the first rep go like this, okay? You want to keep your hips stacked. They're not going to move. My shoulders and hips are not changing. Now I can make this harder by lifting up and coming down. Four. Good. 3, 2. Hold it. Little pulses with the leg. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Okay, switch sides. Whew, hello, hello. Look alive, kids, look alive. You're almost there. You're almost there. You got like 6 minutes, I think it is.
I'm running out of steam.
You're running out of steam? Okay. And that's okay. That's okay. That either means I've been working you harder. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Prop over the ball. Bands between the thighs. Knees are stacked, not on top. Okay, ready? Here we go. Out and in. So we're trying to dust the shelf with that inner thigh. Do not get cranky on this bottom shoulder. Press. Every movement has to come from your center, from your core. That's the beauty of Pilates. It's a muscle memory, right? So in movement, we have better form, better protection for our spine if our core is strong and engaged. Good. Take your time. Push that wall away from you. Yep. When you come back in, the knees are stacked, one on top of the other, but not touching. 3. Good. 2. Hold this one out. We'll come forward. We'll lower. We'll lift. And then we push back. So coming forward, it's not a whole lot of work there. But to push back is where that resistance comes in. Inhale down. Exhale out. Down. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Forward. Tap. Try to lengthen that leg. One more. Keep it lengthening. Hold center. Now it's reverse. Let's go back, tap, down, center. Out, tap, down, center. Butt, belly. Inhale, tap. Do not let the spine change. Just because the leg is moving behind you, don't take the rib cage with you. One more. Out, in. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Slide it up that leg. I'm gonna grab onto my ball out in front of me. I lift up, the ball comes up, I come down. Up. Watch the neck sunken and cranky. Watch that bottom shoulder. Look straight ahead. The neck should be in line with your spine. Harder, you can lift up those hips with your clam. 2. Woo. 4. Good. Don't forget to breathe. 2 more. Raw. 1 more. Hold it up. Pulse it. 8. Watch that bottom shoulder. If you have to, lower that hip. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out of that one. Okay. Let's do one more thing. We're going to go into planks. Let's use our ball. Okay? Planks and then stretches. Then we'll call it a class. Okay? So flip over. I'm going to put the ball underneath my right foot. I want you to have room to roll it, so I'm going to have it more starting on my ankle. You can keep the left leg on the floor when you roll this in and out, or you can go back into your full plank. Okay, so flex the foot, square off the shoulders. From the belly, pull that knee off the floor. Now I'm going to lengthen it out and in. I'm going to drive it in as far as I'm able, and the exhale is on the in. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, hold it in, lower that knee. Okay, switch the feet. The ball starts by the ankle. You're more than welcome to go onto your forearms. You're more than welcome to keep your right knee on the floor. I'm going to lengthen that right leg back, plug my shoulders into my back, pull my navel in. From my core, lift that knee off the mat, and we go out. Inhale, exhale. Watch that the shoulders and the neck aren't getting cranky in the back. 3, good. 2, lower both knees. I'll straddle that ball. I'll sit back towards it. I'm going to release my wrists, my shoulders, my neck. Everything is stretching. Grab onto your ball. Put it underneath your right hand. I'm going to rest my knuckles on the ball. I'm going to thread the needle. I'm going to follow it. Bring it back out. We're going to inhale as we thread, same direction. And exhale. Switch the hands. I follow it. Inhale. Exhale. And again. Inhale. And exhale. Release the ball. I'm going to come onto my front. I'm going to make a pillow with my left hand. Bend your right knee and reach back and see if you can pull your foot towards your glute for a lovely quad stretch. And I'm going to take my arms out like a T, and I'm going to take this knee and float it away from me, opening up my hip, and also feel that in my chest. Bring that knee back to the floor. Make a pillow with your right hand. Bend your left knee and pull that foot towards your glute. This could also be done standing. You can also put your foot like on a chair behind you or a couch. And then keep that knee bent. I'm going to take my arms out. Then I'm going to lift that leg and bring it away. Bring it back to center. Take your hands back onto the mat. And now we're going to go into a pigeon. And you can do the same thing if you have a knee issue, lying on your back. So I'm going to take my right knee. I have a clock in front of me towards 2 o'clock. Hips are staying square. My leg is in line with my hip. I'm going to lower my arms down to the mat. Make sure those hips are square. And your right heel should be like in your left pants pocket. Good. And then come back out to your hands being straight. We'll slide that knee back. And bring the left knee towards 10 o'clock on that clock that's right in front of you. Lengthen the leg behind you. Walk the hands down. Relax the neck and shoulders. Just enjoy the stretch in those hips. Yes. Walk those hands back out. So we're going to step back into a down dog position. I want you to walk the feet as much forward as you need to get those heels heavier. Press through those hands so the weight shifts to the back of your legs. And we're going to alternate one heel at a time. Push those heels down. Yep. Then I'm going to take my right foot. It might not look pretty or graceful. Right foot's going to come forward. Knee over the ankle, hands straddling that foot. We're going to lunge forward. And keeping your hands there, straighten that front leg. Lunge back forward. I'm going to inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale. Now take your back foot forward and your front foot back. And we'll finish on this side. So lunge forward as far as you can. Keeping your hands where they are. Straighten that leg. Take it forward. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Now step your back foot to your front foot. Straighten the legs. Try to keep your hands to the floor. Go to your fingertips. Go to a dangle. Now pull yourself up from your belly and the glutes. Melt those shoulders behind you. You've made it. Woo! Good job.